Finally discussing his daughter Lori's love life, Steve Harvey is providing fresh information regarding her breakup from Michael B. Jordan.
The breakup is the blessing.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that, people want to end it when they break up with somebody, but you break up for a reason.
Recently, Lori Harvey and her new boyfriend Damson Idris made their Instagram relationship public. The internet, meanwhile, is still grieving her split from Michael B. Jordan. The couple was never reluctant to post pictures of themselves cuddling and engaging in PDA on Instagram. But Lori has subsequently removed off her Facebook any prior pictures of the Black Panther actor. Many people believed Lori and Michael would be together for a very long time, so their abrupt breakup left admirers wondering what actually happened. Many ideas regarding who dumped who have been circulating online, with some sites suggesting that Lori was afraid of commitment and others asserting that Michael cheated on her. Fans of Lori's father, Steve Harvey, claim that her dating habits are completely consistent with her upbringing. And now Steve is speaking up about the real reason Lori ended her relationship with MBJ. So let's get started straight away.
Just went through a pretty public breakup. Did you give her any advice?
See, I got to be careful how I answer this.
You can do it.
Because she's been associated to several high-profile men like Future and Trey Songz. Social media has grown entirely fixated with Lori Harvey's love life over the past few years. She was even alleged to have dated Justin Combs, Diddy's son, at one point. The Dutch soccer star Memphis Depay was Lori's first known relationship, and the two even got engaged in 2017. But sometime in 2018, Lori and Memphis secretly called off their wedding, and soon after, Justin, the son of Diddy, was said to have dated Lori. What's interesting is that Lori was spotted having PDA with Diddy just a few months after sparking relationship rumors with Justin. But in a recent interview with the News, Lori disputed allegations that she had dated the father-son team and claims she finds all the stories about her love life humorous.
It's like the biggest misconception about who Lori Harvey is.
It's so funny because I'm so quiet.
Yeah.
There's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
No.
Like full-blown stories I've heard. I've dated a father and son before.
Not true?
Absolutely not true. And I've even heard that I'm a lesbian at one point. So, there's been a lot of different things. A lot of stories, a lot of misconceptions.
Does it entertain you?
Oh, I think they're hilarious.
But the rumor-mongering persisted. Furthermore, after Lori ended her relationship with the Combs clan, she was connected to both Trey Songz and Future. Even while Lori avoided discussing any of these relationships in public, she wasn't exactly trying to keep them a secret either. After a few months, Lori's relationships with Trey and Future ended, but she wasted no time in moving on. Lori fueled romance speculations with Michael B. Jordan just a few weeks after calling it quits with Future in August 2020. After being seen together for the first time in the open in November 2020, Lori and Michael's romance advanced very swiftly. After only 2 months of dating, they made their relationship on Instagram official. Despite Michael's history of keeping his love life a secret, he couldn't help but fawn about Lori in interviews. Michael discussed how his personal life influences his professional decisions in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter in January 2021. He also added that he was ready to portray more romantic parts because he had finally discovered what love meant. MDJ added that he chose to make his relationship with Lori social media official because they were at last real enough for him to tell the world about. Just the timing of everything, in my opinion, Michael answered. Yeah, I'm thrilled. It was the appropriate time for me. In addition, Lori was allegedly becoming more willing about discussing her relationship in public at the time, according to sources close to her.
What makes your relationship so special?
We just really balance each other, and I really do believe in this statement, when they say, when you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really applies to our situation, and we just have a really good time together. He's so sweet, very attentive, he listens to me, the things that I say that I want, and he really makes an effort, so I think that's
I just love the relationship.
Many admirers applauded Lori for moving on from someone like Future to someone more responsible. Even Steve Harvey, Lori's father, gave Michael his blessing.
Kid is, I like him, man.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
him.
I think you're fortunate to have him dating your daughter. He did get a lot of attention on Valentine's Day. I'm sure you're aware that he rented out like the whole aquarium or something for your daughter.
Yeah, well, good luck, homie, because, Valentine's come every year.
Then, during his visit on The Ellen Show in January 2022, Steve made a suggestion that Michael would propose soon.
Trying to impress a family gift. He don't come through, I'm her father, so he bought me this big 100 cigar box of the most hard to get cigars, 100 of them in this big box, and gave that to me. He gave my wife some skis. Who do that? Only way you give your potential mother-in-law some skis is because you want her to be your mother.
Michael and Lori appeared more in love than ever when they made their red carpet debut as a couple in March at the Vanity Fair Oscars after party. Then, in June 2022, word that Lori and Michael had broken up after dating for a year and a half leaked just as engagement speculations were at their peak. According to a source close to the former marriage, who confirmed the news to People magazine, both Michael and Lori are heartbroken but still have feelings for one another. The insider also gave a possible explanation for the split, saying that although Lori, who is 10 years Lori's junior, simply wasn't ready for the next big step, Michael had grown significantly throughout the relationship and was prepared to commit for the long term. While Lori and Michael both declined to publicly address their breakup, they unfollowed one another and deleted all references to their relationship from their Instagram accounts right away. In fact, these two made no attempt to maintain their friendship, so it was only natural for fans to assume that there had been a significant incident, and the news gave rise to some crazy rumors on the internet. A video of Michael appearing dejected at an NBA game soon after the separation was revealed went viral, with many fans commenting that Michael appeared to have been crying the entire night. Naturally, it didn't take long for Michael's admirers to start berating Lori for breaking his heart. Despite the fact that Michael himself never officially acknowledged being dumped, his fans were eager to insult Lori. But Lori had her fans, and many of them called out the overt misogyny of those who were calling her names. "Protect Lori Harvey at all costs," one fan said. "This woman is doing exactly what someone in their 20s should be dating. Men calling her a hoe or for the streets. It speaks to their little egos, misogyny, and double standards." While Michael and Lori have since split up, Lori recently declared her relationship with actor Damson Idris official on Instagram, while Michael is currently linked to British model Amber Jeffson. Their breakup is still the subject of persistent online speculation. In fact, a new theory about Lori and Michael's breakup recently circulated online when an anonymous source informed Des Moines that their relationship was just a business arrangement. The bond was genuine, according to a second insider, but Lori broke things off when MBJ emotionally cheated on her by talking to other women. The source also said that throughout the first half of last year, Michael allegedly used FaceTime on a regular basis to communicate with a certain foreign woman. Additionally, in an August interview with Tina Taylor, Lori herself alluded to emotional adultery when she noted that keeping in touch with ex-partners is a red flag.
If you're too close to your exes, that's a red flag.
Cordial, cool.
Cordial, okay, you speak. I don't want y'all to have beef yet, okay? Because then that gets messy.
So how would you take it if it was genuine? Nah. Yeah, it's like...
It's not adding up for me.
It's not. Because I feel like if y'all gonna be that level of close, then we don't need to be doing this. Like, y'all should still try and probably figure that out or work that out.
Yeah, then also too, it's like, on the flip, how would you feel? Are you cool if I'm still...
But that's not all. The claims that Michael had cheated on Lori have recently received new fuel, according to Jason Lee, the author of Hollywood Unlocked. Jason complained that Lori's love life was being unfairly treated and said that when he asked her about the alleged infidelity, she didn't deny it.
She wanted to be the future of the industry. Let her be the female future of the industry, but I don't think she is. I love Lori Harvey. I love how she moves, and I think she gave Michael B. Jordan a lot of grace in that breakup because I heard what the streets were saying about that, and I would love for her at some point
to come on. What was the streets saying, Jason?
Well, they said Michael B. allegedly was cheating on her, and she didn't really say nothing about that. And when I saw her at the Essence Festival in New Orleans, I walked up to her and we took a picture, and I looked at her and said, "You don't want to come on my show because you think I'm going to ask you something messy?" And she was like, no, that ain't it. And I said, "Because I know why you and Michael broke up." And I said, "He cheated on you." She just stared at me.
Jason, stop.
What?
Jesus, stop. Jason. You going to run Michael B. Jordan back to white women.
However, Lori's father, Steve Harvey, recently implied that he was pleased that Lori had dumped Michael, which gives the adultery charges even more credence. So, this feeling is shared by more than just Jason Lee. Steve first discussed Lori and Michael's breakup in June, expressing happy that Michael was no longer a part of it.
What's going on?
We're on the air right now with this.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
Can't stand you.
I'm fine. You know, I mean, I'm Team Lori, so I mean, I'm
Yeah.
Team Lori,
Yeah.
1,000%. You know, she's my daughter. I love her. I support her. You know.
When Steve joined Hoda and Jenna on Today, however, he recently brought up the matter once more. Even though he couldn't talk about Lori's personal life, he continued by saying that sometimes breakups were for the best.
Sometimes the breakup is the blessing.
Yeah.
Then, in response to a question about if he had any tips for Lori on how to handle a public breakup, Steve said that he did. I think she's in a great place in her life right now.
She's done a really good job of figuring it out and getting it right. And I think she's at a great place in her life right now. I think she's content with Lori.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great place for her to start
I loved
from.
how she said, in essence, like she was
Yes.
going to be selfish, and that shouldn't be taken the wrong way. It's like, I'm looking out for me, what the things I need, things that fulfill me.
Yeah.
That sounds like a page from your
Well,
book,
but
too.
you know, that's for women, though. You get the best out of a man and out of life when you get the best out of yourself. If you come into a relationship wanting, needing, empty, when you come in empty, a person can pour into you whatever they want.
Yeah.
But if you come in already full,
Yeah.
I'm already full, so now I need you to make additions. I don't need you to pour nothing in me, you know.
Fans now assert that Lori's choice to quit her relationship with Michael makes perfect sense because Steve taught her to always put herself first. In fact, Lori herself said that this was the real reason for all of her breakups in a recent interview with E! She also talked about how her father had taught her not to get married.
What is the one piece of advice he's given you that really has stuck?
Just remember that you're the prize always.
Say that one more time.
Just remember that you are the prize.
Yes.
That's like his golden slogan for me.
Yeah. And what does that mean for you in relationships when you're like, I'm the prize? What does that mean?
It just means not compromising like my values, my happiness, my peace, not settling for less than what I know I deserve, and not being afraid to walk away from a situation if it's like no longer serving me.
Many fans are now praising Steve for teaching Lori to have self-worth, and they're saying Lori's definitely putting her dad's advice into practice. One fan said, Lori Harvey definitely read her dad's book and didn't skip a single page. However, some fans are saying Lori is actually doing the opposite of what Steve wrote in his book, and if she's following anyone's advice, it's her mother Marjorie's. If you really knew the background of Mrs. Marjorie Harvey, you would understand why Lori is the way she is, one Twitter user said. And another person added, it's me just learning they call Marjorie Harvey Lady Heroin. Lori ain't learned shit from Steve. Marjorie is the true mastermind. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe our channel for more celeb videos. Don't forget to like and comment. Also share it with friends and family.